PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, in the description where to follow your boy at. Please hit the like button. I really appreciate that. If you'd like to leave a small donation for the show, you can at $PSAhiphop. Show some love if you like to. I see the title of this particular blog, man. Let's talk about it, man. We are talking Joe Budden, Jump Off Joe Beasy, a.k.a. Regular Joe, Mouse, whatever you want to call him, Podcast Joe. And no comment, boys, before you go on the bottom and type 3, give it up. Joe's not trying to rap anymore. This is not what this blog is about, okay? I'm over the fact that Joe will never give us a Mood Music 5. I'm over the fact that he'll never drop another diss track. I'm over that. All right? This is not what this is about. For me, it was more of some of the joints that I was playing this weekend, right? And I was like, yo, you know what? I feel like I want to talk about some of the joints I like about Joe Budden and why I had Joe in my top 3 at one time, top 5 at one time, right? Why I thought his pen was very elite. Why I felt you can make the argument with Joe Budden, the same thing with Nas if you want to say, oh, they didn't rap off the craziest beats in the world, right? But they did what they did. And he made an audience off of a Mood Music catalog and freestyles. I mean, you look at Joe's career, right? From when he came into hip hop. Now, I can go back to when 01, 02, when he was screaming Dub B on every song and the growth. This, you know, Joe Budden was screaming the growth. J Hood screaming Tales from the Hood. Like every mixtape, you heard Tales from the Hood coming out from J Hood, and then the growth from Joe Budden, right? And it was like, fam, when are we gonna get these projects though? You know what I mean? Joe also does come from that Desert Storm tree with Skane, Dollar. Like I already said, Dub B already. Paul Kane, Ransom, Fabulous, and all that. That was a very dope squad, man. If they would have stayed together a little bit more, because, yeah, you want to say they were under the Desert Storm umbrella, even though Hitchcock and Ransom was the A-team. Joe and Fab didn't do a lot of songs together. I did like Joe Budden and Stack Bundles. I thought Joe Budden and Stack Bundles, on any song they were together, just them two, whether it was the Broken Language freestyle or the Where I'm From freestyle also, those two brothers right there always sound dope to me when they made music together. You know what I'm saying? The thing with Joe, when I go with rhyme quotables, you know, you talk about Jada Kiss with rhyme quotables. Joe Budden does have a lot of rhyme quotables, man. Shotguns coming out the closet like John Amici. Shotguns coming out the closet like John Amici coming out the closet. John Amici was a basketball player. He was a homosexual man. Coming out the closet and we shot, like, it is little stuff like that, man. High haters, I'm sorry for the high haters. You know, I stay up in, like, vibrating. It's like, Joe's very witty with his bars, man. I know what your rookie's about, like Britney Spears. When I see you, guaranteed, she's out. You know what I mean? I go back to when, what was it, DJ Green Lantern? When Joe went up there and he just shut down the whole mood. It was Uncle Murder in there, Beans in there, Freeway Styles P, a bunch of them cats in there, man. And Joe just came in there and just made the whole room just grumpy Joe just have to grab the microphone and want to rap. And I got to be honest, brother, you should be happy that rap was good, Joe, because I'm surprised you didn't get stomped out, brother. I respectfully, Joe, you're going up there, the mood changing. You talk about mood music and mood changing, bro. Oh, my God. This brother just went up there, but he did kill the Onyx Last Days beat, though. I got to give Joe that. He did murder that particular beat, man. I am not going to front on that at all. You know what I'm saying? And we all know when Joe raps on other people's beats, man, he's always murdered them ish, man. You know what I mean? And then I can go to 03 and Joe, I ain't gonna lie to you, 50 Cent to me was the unanimous MVP of '03. I'm sorry, no diss and no rappers that came out 2003. There was a multitude of dudes, right? But I would give 50 unanimous decision, bro. I've always said you can make the argument 50 was the MVP in '02, '03, '04, '05. Like, you can make that argument for them. Like, same thing with Lil Wayne. You can make the argument, Lil Wayne, what, 2009, 10, 11. You can make that argument, you know? And I would say second for me, I would put Joe in there. Joe would definitely get an MVP candidate that year because Pump It Up was real big. If you had to Pump It Up in the club, both in the club, of course, over Pump It Up, realistically speaking, but Pump It Up was one of the best songs in '03. And that's the thing about Joe. When people talk about Joe, they go straight into the Pump It Up bag. I particularly don't even play Pump It Up. That's not my go-to Joe Budden. That's not even in my top 20 Joe Budden songs ever. Like, I know that's the running joke, but people that support Joe Budden, like his music throughout the years, they're not talking about that, bro. You get what I'm saying? They're talking about other music and other freestyles. You can go to Rap City freestyles. You can go to Cyphers and BET with Nicki Minaj and Slaughterhouse and freestyles when Slaughterhouse went to Hot 97 and stuff like that, you know? But the Selftitled project he had in '03, I give it a solid 4 mics. And I'm a big Joe Budden fan. He has songs on there. Calm Down was probably my favorite song on there by far. I did like Walk With Me. I didn't like Fire. I gotta be honest. I did not like Fire at all, dog. I did like Focus, but I did not like Fire. Fire was not a song that I like from Joe Budden at all, man. You know? And then we go into the Mood Music catalog, and, you know, he gets credit a lot for those Mood Music catalogs. And for me, in order, I would have, in order, which I like the most out of all 4 Mood Musics, it would be 3, 2, 4, then 1 for me. That's 3, 2, 4, and 1, you know? I remember playing whatever it takes. I'm gonna give you 10 songs that I like from Joe Budden a lot. And not in order. Whatever It Takes, he just letting off his problems for like 7 minutes. You know, they say he wants too much. He's too better. They call it complaining. I call it explaining. You know, another song I like from Joe is So Long Goodbye. Sometimes I don't feel like it. Everybody want to be on you. Sometimes you just want to be normal. Want the aforementioned. Sometimes you don't want to be mentioned. Sometimes you just want to blend in. And I think Joe Budden is one of the best sports bars rappers that we've had throughout the years and stuff like that, man. Another song, number 3, that I like from Joe Budden. I'm just giving you songs that I like that's not in the Mood Music catalog. Other songs that people don't talk about too much. Hello Expectations, a very slept on song in my opinion. That's produced by B-Works. Poppin' Ish Online, Haven't Even Met Me. Use a Uzi and a Bush. Kardashian and Reggie. Get it? Kardashian, Reggie, Bush. You know, right? Another song I like from Joe is Who Killed Hip Hop. Now, if you never heard this song, man, you're playing yourself. Go listen to Joe Budden, Who Killed Hip Hop. A 15-minute song. This is a song that I get mad at Joe right now in 2022 because the way he acts, he forgets that he penned some of the illest rhymes on this song, right? I don't know if he still even lives by the ethics of some of the stuff he was saying on this particular song. You know, it's a lot of rhyme quotables on hip-hop. Who Killed Hip Hop, man? I never understood the hip-hop police when hip-hop is what hip-hop needs to police. A million Busta albums and he's not mentioned with the GOAT. When I heard that's real talk. A million Busta Rhymes albums and he's not mentioned with the GOAT. That's funny though. As ill as Busta is, I don't think Busta has a classic album though. Has Busta got an album that's better than 4 mics though? Like The Coming, his first album was solid. That's the strike. Well, to be honest, my favorite Busta Rhymes album is Extension, Elevation, whatever. The part 1 and everything. I like that. He has some joints on there. I ain't gonna hold you. He got a lot of joints on there. But Joe had a lot of quotables on Who Killed Hip Hop, man. What he said? Or was it when the whole East Coast fell off or got comfortable? maybe dudes was just well off. Woo! I swear some of these fans, they put their whole life on the line. It's like they can't like more than one rapper at a time, and that's the truth. I seen that. I mean, you go back to the beef of Slaughterhouse. Like people acting like you can't like Joe Budden, Royce the 5'9", Crooked, and Joel all the same. Like you had to pick a side. You had to like Crook and Joel, or you had to like Joe and Royce. That I never was on that type of time at all. You can miss me with that foolishness. Never catch me in no foolishness like that. You know? But yeah, I didn't really run with that too much. You know? This other joint Joe had, his verse off Slaughterhouse, the verse he had on Truth or Truth. I thought Joe had one of the illest verses on Truth or Truth. Listen, I don't owe y'all ish. The same Joe I am today, the same Joe y'all get. Y'all would interrupt a nigga while he at his place of worship and think that came along with your $20 purchase. Woo! I get behind that mic, let all my demons through without knowing shit about the people that I'm speaking to. Like rhyming for people you don't even know who you're rhyming for. Another track I like from Joe, track 6 here, is the Def Jam disc, where he actually went at Def Jam. He was signed at Def Jam. His voice is messed up. Talked about Leo Cohen. Talked about his buzz and how Kevin Lyle saying they put the whole building behind him and everything like that. Talked about his voice going out. He needed surgery. Talked about steroid shots to perform. Then they went and kept Joe off the Rock the Mic tour. Somebody probably Joe would run the mic or probably rock the mic more. Yo, the darts and the subliminal shots, and some of them not even subliminal. Joe, I mean, when Joe said what? The greatest rapper, he said on Mood Music 3, the greatest rapper alive is wearing suits and ties, and you got a bunch of whack niggas saying they him. Like, he's always taking shots at Hove. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I did like Def Jam this. Track 6 is one of the diss tracks that I like. Blood on the Wall. First verse is real solid, but let's be honest, him getting that Prodigy, R.I.P. Prodigy, but the way Joe was snapping on Prodigy was crazy, man. I don't get how Prodigy gonna acknowledge me when a nigga by the big as an apostrophe. Nigga, you can't even lift the guns that you rap about. Never mind me, worry about your Medicaid. Nigga, Beats carried your ass most of your career. He said 50 Cent's the bum only because where he's from put a stamp on a nigga and still nobody feels him. Another song I like from Joe, give me out 10 songs. Eighth joint I'm talking about here is Love I'm Good. It's like he's talking to hip-hop, almost on some common sense. I used to love a type of vibe. Y'all made a mess of it, but somebody got to dress the ish. Rakim will never wear dress and shit. The first verse is about hip-hop. The second verse is about a girl. And the third verse is about his son. And then we have track 9, Love For You featuring Imani. This is off the All Love Lost project. Now I won't call a headlines a liar. Some are true and some are false. That's for y'all to decipher. Didn't Drake have a song called Headlines? So he probably put that in a bar, which is very slick by Joe. Because now people who ain't found themselves get an outlet, yet they don't know how they sound themselves. Woo, that was a very deep line. And then not even track 10, it's just more of the beefs, I guess, that he's had in hip-hop. He's taking beefs with 50, Game, Ransom, F, Saigon, Prodigy, 3 joints or 4 joints, all aimed at Drizzy Drake, man. So I was just giving y'all a tale of some music here that I was listening to. Some of the songs that people might not talk about on the low from Joe. They always go into the Mood Music bag and everything like that. So, hey, man, it's your boy 3, man. 1.